The night Julius Caesar was betrayed, when friends became assassins, on a cold March night, as Rome slumbered beneath the pulse of power and intrigue, a man stood upon the balcony of his palace, gazing down at the city he loved and destroyed in equal measure. His name was Julius Caesar, son of nobility, voice of the people, genius of war, and the charmer who lured the Senate into the web of his smile only to crush them beneath his royal cloak. But everything began long before that night. The road of blood and glory. Caesar was born in a time when Rome devoured itself. From his youth, he knew power is never given, it must be taken. He carved his path with blades in the lands of Gaul, where the screams of war echoed through the hills, and glory was written not in ink but in blood. He wasn't just a general. He was a man who saw battle as a painting, swords as his brush, and blood as the color needed to paint eternal greatness. On the edge of the storm, crossing the Rubicon in 49 BC, returning victorious from his campaigns, Caesar found Rome. Sharpening its knives behind his back, he stood at the Rubicon River, the invisible line separating his military command from the authority of the Republic, and looked to his loyal legions. Then he spoke the words that sealed Rome's fate, Alia. Iacta est, the die is cast. He crossed the river, knowing full well he was marching into civil war, and into immortality. The crown and the curses seized Rome. He named himself dictator for life. No one dared meet his eyes, but the city he loved had begun to hate him. There were whispers in the shadows, a conspiracy brewing in the Senate. Friends of yesterday became traitors of tomorrow. Et2, brute. On the Ides of March 15th, Caesar entered the Senate chambers, unaware that his final act was about to unfold. Blade after blade struck his body, but the deepest wound was to his soul when he saw his closest friend, Brutus, among the attackers. He looked into his eyes and said, "You too, Brutus." Then Caesar falls, and he did. A legend that never dies. Caesar did not die as a mere man, but as a myth. His death did not restore Rome's republic. Instead, it marked the birth of the empire, an age where every crown carried the shadow of his name. His fall was the beginning of a new world.